Oops. Hold on, folks. Sorry. Everyone on Facebook. Not Facebook, sorry. Everyone on YouTube. Just, wow. Wah. Heck, we're going live. Alright, cool. Whew. Just had to tag this game on Facebook. I forgot to do that. It's been a minute. So now we're live. Cool. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Mange Plays Live, where you will occasionally catch me enduring technical difficulties, but we try to get through them. It's not worth bailing and then trying to restart the video. It's almost never worth it. So all we can do is just try to be better. So, what's today? Friday? Yeah, Friday. We're in March. It's been, I think, like 8 days since the last time we streamed Hogwarts Legacy. I do apologize for that. I appreciate everybody's patience. If you're a follower of my channel, thank you for tuning in and watching me again. Let's see. And I am just trying to make sure I have the chat pulled up on YouTube. Nothing new. Oopsie poopsie. Okay. Alrighty. So the chat's up and running on Facebook, Twitch, and Steam. I'll try to monitor those the best I can while I'm playing, but Hogwarts Legacy, not even just Hogwarts Legacy in general, most video games are pretty engrossing. So I'm not always focused on the chat, and I do apologize for that. So, but again, yes, thank you for tuning into the channel. And without further ado, let's just hop right in. We are back. Oh yeah, I forgot about those glasses. It's alright. They add to my character's stats, so we'll overlook those. Oh, got working a little bit, so. Yes. Okay, as I recall, I went in the forbidden section of the library. I ended up in some kind of small labyrinth or maze. Found out what I needed to find out. I believe I told the professor it was something to do with a book. This is the problem with me not playing, like, every day. And now he looks distraught. So, see if I can remember everything. That would be the map. Okay, what about this button? Level gear, inventory. Owl posts. We got a new one. From Lucan. It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of Crossed Wands. Also, the training dummy is still available. Lucan. We've. That's a very British use of the word we, or yeah, contraction of the word we have. And see if we have a new school champion. Just in American English, you wouldn't say, and see if we've a new champion. It is a contraction of we have, but you just wouldn't say it that way. You could say we've been studying very diligently. We've not been treated very fairly, but you wouldn't say we've a new champion. And that's called a comparison, dude. It's when you compare two things that aren't the same, brother. Professor Heckett. Yeah, let's not get all wrapped up. Here we are. Live as a student until Professor Fig returns. Attend herbology class. Question mark. Meet with Natty. Also question mark. We have He-Cat's assignment 2. He-Cat wants me to practice avoiding attacks by dodge rolling. I think I'm actually pretty good at that already. She also wants me to cast Incendio on a few enemies. I think these... I thought I already completed that. I guess these are the non-main quest objectives then. The Crossed Wands Club meets regularly in the clock tower. I should be able to find Lucan Battleby there. Talk to Lucan Battleby. Brattleby. Whew. Alrighty. Seems like the least significant quest. Ergo, probably the one I want to wrap up before I progress the main story. It's a really nice office. This would be even cooler as like a bedroom. Alrighty. Hello, Professor. Alright, what's the button? Up. There we go.
What are you up to now?
Who's asking? Is this the wizard's room? Reveal your secrets to me. If Dungeons and Dragons has taught me anything, this is a mimic. But in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, I don't think so much. What about... Okay. Right trigger... Ooh. Kill enemies instantly. Wingardium Leviosa. Ah, this is the one I'm looking for. Aha! Weren't expecting that, were you? 500 gold, huh? That was a handy dandy spell. Whoa. Take that. Man, you could get so distracted.
Lumos.
Two pillars. Next to some kind of arch. Clearly some kind of geometry on the ground, and then a mural in the background. Feels like something that would most definitely be down here at the very bottom. How far down do I gotta go? Okay. Evidently not this far down.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stuff.
Where would such a mural be located?
I tried to transfigure my path into a blanket. What's that there? Would have been fine if it hadn't caught fire. My brother caused a lot of trouble in Professor.
That's a big dog. If memory serves me, I feel like I had tried to find this one before in my last video or so. What is the spell that reveals things to me? Oh, hi, pretty bird. For those who are new to the channel, I have a pet cockatiel.
Revelio.
And I'm sure he's as happy as a peach that I'm in here with him, because he's been very vocal about how bored he is lately. And I also haven't been in here to record lately, so I think there's a correlation. This is a skeleton of an Irish phoenix of augury. Augury? An intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Okay. Do. I like when he's trying to be all lovey-dovey, because sometimes he's a real brat. Kitty! I want to pet the kitty. Hello, kitty. Pet all the Hogwarts kitties. I say I'm not a cat person, and here I am petting all the cats in the game. Well... And we're right back at the portrait. Two pillars. An arch above a doorway with a particular lantern type lantern above it. A bench of some sort, and that mural in the background near a window. Maybe the window will be my clue. There are windows of that type here. No, those are stained glass.
Far more enjoyable if the prefect stayed out of the common rooms. Should get rid of the lot of them.
But it's always so noisy in the common room. And then I can't concentrate.
I almost feel like the window is going to be my smoking gun. Oh, that's cool. Sure, that has something to do with something. Aye, you're a wizard, Harry. Wow. See, the thing with
That
the...
young's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium. If Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster, I think we should have a mooncalf in charge.
Yeah, I know. You look like a mission. So, before I was interrupted by an NPC, what I was going to say is that so far what we know about these moth mirror painting puzzles, whatever name you want to give them, the solution is in the same room that you find the blank painting in, because you have to bring the moth with you. Oh, that is a lamp. Very similar to the one in the picture. A hanging lamp. I know this doesn't look like the spot, but...
I was destined to be a glorious ancient creature who fancied the sea and was.
all places that we've been.
I'm just having my own day.
This seems more like the murals from the picture. Of
How
course.
nice to see you, my young friend.
Lumos.
Yeah. It's probably up one more floor. Cool. Alright, now let's follow our mission guide. Our mission guide. Level 1 lock.
Revelio.
Haunted toilets. Unless in dire straits, it's probably best to avoid this particular toilet, as it is allegedly one of Peeves' favorite pranking spots. I wonder why. Coffee. Nectar of the gods. Ambrosia. Interesting use of toilets. Now, I don't specifically recall if it was something I read in the Harry Potter books, or if it was just a piece of passive knowledge that I had seen on a podcast or a YouTube video. But I think they mentioned that plumbing was strictly a Muggle thing, because it was a non-magic solution to human waste. And although I know previous to plumbing there were chamber pots and buckets, outhouses, but I think they were saying the wizards just were like, I have to figure out where I'm getting this information from, but I think they were saying the wizards were just like going in their pants and then waving their wands and making it go away. Like a very non-disruptive way to just not stop what you're doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna poop my pants. And then just wanded away. Ooh. Ah, yes. You guys get to watch me fumble around as I relearn how to do spells in the amidst combat.
Future champion coming through.
Let me use the dummy.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Yeah? Let's see.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Okay. Wait, I need to do Leviosa.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Excellent form. Keep trying.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Ah, clever.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Good one. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Cool.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Sorry. I'm just watching my playback to see if the stutter happens in my playback as it does for me in real time. So whenever I start kind of, I wouldn't say like a cutscene per se, but like dialogue, the game stutters and then it eventually smooths out, but it's like every time I start talking to somebody.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Give Sebastian a shot.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Break through red shields with damage spell, like the fire-making spell Incendio. Target lock lets you track enemies without aiming. Use right to change targets while locked.
Incendio. Come on.
Oh crap, I forgot how to do my defense spell.
Accio.
Don't shy away now.
Out of practice.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Okay.
Incendio. Potato. Stupid one.
Confringo.
Oh, geez, I didn't know there was a charge on that kind of destruction spell.
Accio. Is that all you've got? Lumos. Potato. You're better than that.
Crap. Sorry, guys.
Care to try again?
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
This is what happens when I'm out of practice.
Incendio. Stupid one. There goes my way. Stupid one.
Confringo.
Potato. Stupid one. Fringo. Fringo. Accio. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Act like a winner. Potato.
Loop. Incendio.
Ugh, I'm dumb.
Potato. Stupid one.
So close. I feel like I'm doing all the heavy lifting here, though.
Care to try again?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Potato.
Confringo.
Incendio. Fringo. Lumos.
Potato.
Accio. Stupid one. Is that all you've got? Fringo. Levioso.
Levioso.
Come on. Fringo. Stupid one. Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one. Levioso. Accio. Stupid one. Fringo. Potato. Stupid one.
Right at the last second. What were you doing, Sebastian? The last hit, I...
Care to try again?
Yes,
I'm ready
yes.
now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Sebastian, my shoulders are starting to get a little stiff carrying this whole team, bro. What the?
There goes my way. Incendio. Stupid one. Potato. Stupid one. Accio. Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid. You're better than that. Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Act like a winner. Levioso.
Well, I guess the wrong one.
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Do it
Very well.
till
Good luck
we
out
get good
there.
at it.
Accio. Stupefy. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Incendio. Leaves. Incendio. Stupefy. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Accio.
I hit Y.
Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio.
About time.
I could never duel like that.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
You can't be beat, can you?
Nope. Except over and over again. Alrighty. No path of successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Like that. I guess I'll just have to do it as I progress. Should have realized I could kill two birds with one stone by
Try working with the wand in past
doing that during the dueling.
I was distracted by Peeves and ran face first in the round. I'll put Swift flying. I think it made Peeves his entire week.
Ah, that's kind of far away.
My father naturally is.
I know I saw you around here. Aha.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Do I say, do I have to be standing next to it?
my cousins until I came to Hogwarts and found out we were sorted into the same house.
Nothing better than a few pints of butterbeer and a pile of mince pies with my sisters on Christmas Eve.
This is my sister's first year.
Ooh. Okay. Aye, you're a wizard, Harry.
I'm glad I don't have to fall in the bath.
Oh, this is cool. Almost looks more akin to like an English train station than a greenhouse, but it did a pretty good job. Considering how open world the game is too, supposedly, I guess once we get our broomstick and everything.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Oh, I do not like where this is going.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
What did we learn today?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Didn't he? Okay. Get on my way, Ravenclaw.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Well, you know, I'm like a Mary Sue, so I'm just good at everything I do.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Potting table unlocked. Purchase from Dogweed and Deathcap. Dittany. The leaves of this medicinal herb are used in, I'm gonna say, Wiggenweld potion, but in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, I never know too well how to pronounce anything. Dittany seeds can be purchased at the Magic Neep and can be grown in pots of any size. Growth time 10 minutes. Small plant. Dittany. The leaves of this... Yeah, I already read that. You can add fertilizer. Oh, magic cloud. That's cool. You can add fertilizer to this plant to increase its yield. You can create fertilizer by conjuring a dung composter.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Oh, did you?
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Okay.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
Oh, here we go. I was gonna say you should probably not trust me to lead the way. In a building that I've never been in before.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Excellent. Can I stick my fingers in there?
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on. Trust me, you do not want to go through that.
A training dummy. Cool.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay. Now, how does one... Alright, hold left bumper. And tap right stick to open the tool wheel and assign the Chinese chopping cabbages. Then tap left bumper to use your assigned tools.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose. They could come in handy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Do I? Wink, wink.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Sorry, dude. I got a Revelio spell to cast.
Revelio.
Revelio, not Revelio. Dirigible plumes. This orange radish-like fruit floats upside down as it grows. Some believe it can enhance one's ability to accept the extraordinary. You don't say so.
Revelio.
Greenhouse tree. Situated at the center of Hogwarts greenhouse, this giant tree has a system of roots as deep-reaching and convoluted as the school's dungeons. Damn! Arg, there be more plants over there. Worth pruning.
Revelio.
How does one get to... Oopsie poopsie. Crud. Still have to learn how to open locks.
Revelio.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves. I shall end our lesson. Hey, Miss Hopkins.
Ooh, a stylish top hat.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Oh, hey guys in the chat. Let's see. I see some comments in the Twitch chat, and I see some comments in the Facebook chat. The Facebook one looks a little weird. What's this? Neil Macy, is this Gears of Turismo 6, the uprising of the evil residents of the assassins of the borderlands of the Tomb of Doom? Unfortunately, no. Although, what an amazing amalgamation of games that would certainly be. Unfortunately, this is just a Hogwarts Legacy, which, by all means, is a game that's been out for a little while now. Since the 10th of February, at the very least. And on the 6th, if you had pre-ordered the digital deluxe edition, which I did not. And on the Twitch chat, we've got Juan Juan Villarica. Sorry about that. I do have a bit of a talent for pronouncing Hispanic names, but unfortunately I just didn't do that. Ayo, what you gonna do if you hit 50 followers? I don't know. Probably stream more if I can help it. I was doing this like every day for a long time, and now that I've like kind of dialed it back a little bit, it's like I get more followers. The algorithm's a weird thing, man. I don't know what to tell you. If I hit 50, like I said, I'll probably definitely just keep streaming, do what I'm doing right now. I have a lot of fun doing this, and I don't intend on stopping. If I get 50 followers, I'd like to see what Twitch has to offer as far as allowing me to use a better aspect ratio, so I can stream in widescreen instead of having to put the black bars at the top and the bottom here so you guys can see what I see. Because I play with like an ultra wide. I do a was it 3440 by 1440 pixel ratio there. So in order to fit it on the Twitch stream, I have to stream it in like a more like a standard aspect ratio, which is why there are black bars here and up top. So yeah, if I hit 50 followers, I'd see what I can unlock as far as making the stream look better. And of course, I would just continue to do this. All right. Oh. Here we are.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Excellent. I just want my mouse back for a second. Cool. All right, what's next on the docket? We've completed herbology. I'm a higher level than required for these missions, but open quest log. Aw, hey buddy bird. Sorry for those who are new to the stream. My cockatiel Buddy the bird sits next to me here in my office. He's normally a brat, but I think he's been so deprived for attention lately that he's being really lovey-dovey and making these affectionate click noises he likes to make. Yeah, let's see. Is this Natty? Yeah. Either one of these is going to progress the progress of the story, so we can do Natty. Get out of my way, Slytherin. Oof.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ooh-wee. That is a long ways to go. All the way, you know what? I'm down for it, though. I didn't want to walk the whole way, but it'll be good to actually see the outdoors of the castle. Excuse me, guys. Gryffindor coming through. Most important house here at Hogwarts. Don't know if you guys have heard. And again, I do apologize if I can't get to the chats right away. I know some people will chat, and if you don't interact with them, they'll just zone out or leave the video. Again, these games are... Ooh, that's not like cricket per se. Oh, they're practicing Quidditch. Anyway, these games are rather engrossing, so sometimes I can't keep my eye on the chat while it's happening. And I do apologize for that, but it's all you can do. Where's the groundkeeper's cabin? Is that this over here? Ooh, another flu station. Excellent. Beast's classroom. What's this? Moonstone. Pretty cool. Leaping toadstool. That plant herpology's probably matured by now, too. Definitely been over 10 minutes since I planted that thing. The heck is that? Like a big hot air balloon. Ah, yes, the front of the castle. Protected by ancient magic. Oh, they're like horns. That's funny.
Revelio.
Okay. I wonder if those balloons have anything to do with broomstick riding.
Revelio.
What's in here? I'll be taking that, thank you. Quidditch cape. Don't mind if I do. Groundkeeper's tools. Is this where Hagrid's supposed to live? One might surmise that this set of tools could be enchanted to create all sorts of furnishings for a cozy hut, as large as the occupant may need. Thank you. I mean, Hagrid wouldn't... Ooh, bright. Oh, it's the back of the cabin. I was going to say Hagrid wouldn't be here, per se.
This looks intriguing.
At this time in history. Not every day you see an NPC running. But okay. Sorry, Natty, you're literally right there, but I want to see what this is.
Some assistance.
Grace Pinch Smedley.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving in the lake doesn't sound too appealing. An underwater adventure sounds like fun.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Why would it be so close to land? Hold on.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock.
A furlong.
It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
I just learned what a
I do
coincidentally.
hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Northeast. I just learned what a furlong is, coincidentally, like this week. Apparently, it's a unit of measurement that's not very consistent throughout from country to country, but it's the distance that an ox is supposed to be able to drag a till through the dirt in one continuous drag before it stops and gets tired. And it has something to, I think it's like something close to don't quote me on this, like 200 meters, I think. And then if you get a team of oxen, I think it's like, so originally a measurement, an anchor was 1 furlong long by like I don't want to say half a furlong wide, but anchors used to be measured in like rectangular shapes, and it had to do with furlongs. Weird fact. And yeah, and she used furlong as a measurement, so some about, by my calculations, 200 meters from here. Is it okay to just dive? Can I just do that? Would a spell for oxygen be appropriate? I don't think there is a spell for oxygen.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Can I still cast spells? Blue four-eyed spectacles. My gear slot's full. We can weld potion.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
All sorts of things out here you can search. Didn't realize my gear slot would be so full. Well, good to know that you can swim this far out here and find things.
Find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did, and I'm keeping it. No. Here you are.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Apparently.
Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
That I do. My gear slots are full, though. I would like to probably sell.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Okay. Hogsmeade? Okay. Sprint witches sporting needs. Wizard wear. I feel like the opportunity for better gear is going to come up, and of course my gear slot.
More cozy than Hogsmeade.
My gear slots are going to be filled up. Let's see. Oh. Okie dokie. Are businesses closed at night? That's the other thing I have to...
Find myself scurrying home at night these days.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Okay. Is this to sell? Sell. Okay. Flat cap. Where I'm from, we call those scullies. I'll sell that.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
No magical properties. I'll sell that. Gold rim circular spectacles. Spring ivy scarf, legendary, level 8, huh? Blue four-eyed spectacles, well appointed. Quidditch cape, superb. Top hat. And a bowler cap. Defense, defense. I'll sell the well appointed one. 6, 8, 8. Superb and well appointed. I wonder what the differences are. Beige scarf with no magical property. I'll get rid of that. Both these gloves would be a downgrade, so give me a second.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Sharp eye for fashion. Damn, I get them studded gloves on. I forgot. Official wear. Oh boy. I get the side protectors too. You know, in case you're using a grinding wheel or something. Okay. So what am I wearing? The Hogwarts special here. Traditional. It's 1. Twilight cloak is 3. I don't know how I ended up with 2. Jeez Louise, Quidditch cape. Even when I'm not playing Quidditch, nobody's gonna think that's a little weird. Okay. House emblem scarf. Spring ivy scarf. Oof. When the gear doesn't match, but the stats are good. Okay. 6 and 15. Oh, the shame. Look how steampunk my character looks now. I look like I should be operating a horse-drawn wagon with like a steam-powered organ in it. That is the only outfit I do have, huh? A prefect vest uniform. I'm not even a prefect.
Stop by whenever you're about.
I think the Twilight Cloak was something that was given to me just for signing up early. Here I am selling it.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Yeah, I suspect. Just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, I feel like I got this for porting over my Wizarding World account or whatever to the game. Well,
Sure to stop by whenever you're about.
it just translates to gold, I guess. They didn't give it such low stats. Nightwear. I don't need to buy anything from you. I'm
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
pretty positive I'll just come across something better. Nice.
Revelio.
Is it stealing if I just...
Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Excellent. Ah, kitty. And it's a calico. You know, funny fact about calicos, and this isn't the Science Channel. They can obviously clone house pets. Labs can do so. But if they take a skin sample from the orange patch of skin of a calico, or if they take a skin sample from the black or darker color patches from a calico, they can only produce either an orange variant clone or a black variant clone, whatever the two colors are. You can't like clone a calico. Like you can, but you're not going to get the color. It's really weird because the skin cells that produce the follicles for one hair color and the skin cells that produce the follicles for the other hair color have genetic variants to them. And if you take a sample, you're either going to get one or the other. So technically it's like a mutation. Alrighty. Enough of the lesson. We're here to learn from the professors, not from the live streamers. Are you taking me into the Forbidden Forest, girl? I don't want to get eaten by spiders. Or whatever else is in there.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I seem to have made a mistake. Oh, I'm way the wrong way. Oh, thanks for following me, by the way, Juan.
Enough little place.
I just saw in my mini feed on
It is good to see you, my
Streamlabs
friend.
that you followed me. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Kind of can't say, Natty. I am sorry. I mean, we just kind of met.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
Who's threatening who? Yeah, I was like, I heard that. How dare you?
They must have come this way. Think!
Oh.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stay back.
Thor's hammer right there. Oh, I can't believe I wasted it.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Alright, the collections section of your field guide has been updated with new enemy type. You may learn valuable insight on enemies such as their weaknesses to certain spells.
Get over here. You take us up so we can hold them off.
Feel Thor's hammer.
Stupid.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. I can be dodging attacks right now.
No, don't.
So I still have to dodge like 10 attacks. It's one of my side quests.
Release me.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
They don't seem to hire the best, do they?
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Yeah.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings.
Oh,
I
bird.
just arrived to
Hey,
test
guy.
my theory when I was so
Nobody's home.
rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center.
Motherfucker. Stop.
That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
I do not know what sets him off sometimes.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
But absolutely nobody is home right now. I don't know what he hears. But when he thinks somebody's coming home, he goes nuts because his instincts are like the bird. They're flock instincts, you know? They do something called the flock call, which was that shrill squawk you just heard. And it's so that the person he wants to see knows he's here.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Can do.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm doing this one-handed right now. Oh, you want me to do it on that one? Okay. Oops.
What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted.
Light them on fire?
I am curious about these pyres.
Alright, Bird, I'm gonna need my other hand back, okay? Now. Just putting my hand in his cage kind of calms him down a little bit. But now I need my hand back. Okay.
Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink.
Pyres. Historically known for, you know, being on fire. What do you do with them? Oh.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Yeah, that's
There, how beautiful!
let me guess. I'm the only one that can see the
Hardly believe it.
Merlin.
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Great Merlin's beard. Jeez. Tell me how you really feel. Apples. Lady, you forgot your apples. Alrighty. Ooh. What's this on the map?
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
It's
Me
like
neither.
a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, okay.
Revelio.
Don't mind if I do. Nice school uniform.
Revelio.
I certainly am a destructive little force, aren't I? Alrighty. What do you want?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. Pardon me, is everything all right? Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one. They attacked you? Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings. You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter? I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again? Has Ramrock's lot ever attacked you like this before? They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind. I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards. That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances. Reparo.
Didn't think that was gonna work, but alrighty, folks. Thank you for joining me today. I know this was a short-lived video. Historically, I've done much longer ones. I've done, especially when we did Dying Light 2. I've done 8-hour videos. I've done 9-hour live streams. Unfortunately, I do have work today. If you've been following my live streams, if you've been following my channel for a little bit, you'll know that there have been some schedule changes since this year has started. I used to have much longer during the week. I used to go in for like evening shifts, so you know I wouldn't have to be at work until like 5 p.m. Which if you get up at 7 or 8, eat breakfast, stretch a little bit, and then fire up the computer and start streaming, that would give me ample time to really make some progress in the games. But unfortunately, life is not predictable. Unfortunately, life is not predictable, and things do change, and unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it's been. I was asked to kind of step up and fill a bit of a position. Not fill a position, but yeah, kind of take up a certain block of time that wasn't really working for somebody else. And nobody else was really going to be able to do it besides myself. a byproduct of that is I'm actually making a lot more money. So far less stress in that category because, again, if you follow my channel, I bought a house this past year, back in April. And new house, new problems, man. It's never done. It's a full rehab. We had to gut the whole house. And there's just little problems here and there. There's landscaping. There's a mortgage payment due every month. There's utilities. There's the tight tank. We don't have sewage, which I'm used to. We don't even have septic with the leach field. I literally have to get my tank where everything all my wastewater goes. I have to get a truck to come and pump it. That's expensive. So there are these little expenses here and there. Not that I'm hurting for money. So I appreciate the opportunity to work more because in the line of work that I'm in, the more work I do, the more kind of, I wouldn't say like commission per se, but the more money I make, the more opportunity to make money I make. So I'm not too upset, but the flip side to that is less time that I can dedicate to this channel. But it is what it is. It's, nothing's forever. Schedules change. I may find new opportunities and times to get more time in to do this. I'm trying to get myself to start this stream earlier and earlier, but it's just a little hard to kind of wake up and really, be ready to talk to people and chat and stuff, right when we're all out of bed, So, and I tend to get home late just because of my line of work. But I appreciate it. You guys following me or watching me. However you're watching me, just do follow. Juan in the comments today in the Twitch chat asked me what I would do at 50 followers, and I think if I hit 50 followers in Twitch, that would be excellent. I would want to see what I can do, what Twitch can unlock for me as far as what because with these streaming platforms, Twitch being the biggest culprit, streaming requires bandwidth and server space, and if you don't have a lot of followers, Twitch is not going to give you a lot of bandwidth to stream at a higher resolution or a larger aspect ratio for your screen, until they see that people are interested in watching you. So if I get a follower count at 50, I think that's one of the first benchmarks right there. That will, I think, unlock some stuff that I can use to make the stream better, if I'm not mistaken. So following me on Twitch, following me on Facebook or YouTube, however you're watching me now, would be a big help. And it's a completely free way to help the channel get better, to help me just have more fun and do what I do here. And it doesn't cost you anything. So if you want to, if you've been watching me and you're like, all right, this guy's, this Mange guy is not too bad. I'd give him a follow. Please do. And if you're willing to do that, and this is my request, if you're watching me on Twitch today and you're going to be thumbing through Facebook later when you're at work or in front of the TV or even on the computer, just look up my page, Mange Plays Live, and follow me on that too. And heck, maybe you don't use YouTube, but you have the app on your phone, or you're on your PC and you're signed into YouTube anyway. Look me up on there and just hit the subscribe, follow stuff. And I promise I don't really set off any kind of alerts or notifications. The only ones that you'll get is when I go live, which isn't an everyday occurrence, so it's not like it's super annoying. Again, when I'm on Facebook, I stream on my Mange Plays Live page. I do have an Instagram one too. I am active on that. Not super active, not as much as I want to be. I do have a TikTok. I got like one video on it, 2 videos, but everybody's everybody's on TikTok now, so you could find me on there, of course. And if you want to be a financial contributor now, and before I even get into that, I just want to preference that topic with something I mention in my videos quite frequently. I do not need or rely on any kind of financial support from live streaming. As far as what I do for work, I make enough money to make sure that the mortgage payments are met, that the light and power and heat are on during the winter and the summer, the AC, that I can eat comfortably, then that I can't afford to buy things that I like, clothing, vanities, this and that. If I'm frugal or just smart with my money, I can buy nice things. Not one after the other, but I'm not struggling. That being said, if you want to financially support the stream itself, this channel, you can do so on Patreon and you can do so on Subscribestar. I'm on both to make either or available. I know some people have their reservations about Patreon. I myself had considered not even considering it, which I know sounds crazy to some people. If you don't know, you don't know. But Patreon has some restrictions on content creators that Subscribestar doesn't. So some people have taken to moving their channel over to Subscribestar. And if you're one of those types of people that supports artists on Subscribestar, I have one. If you've never heard of Subscribestar, but you know what Patreon is, I have one of those as well. The links to those are in the description of this video. I know that for a fact. So if you want, just look in the description of this video and you will find the links to both of those. And when I say finance this channel or contribute, the money that would go to those accounts would go into this channel. Right now, I'm struggling a little bit with the hardware. I bought my graphics card during the PC hype of the pandemic in 2021, where graphics cards jumped from like $400 or $500 to like over $1,000, and I managed to get one, and I built my whole PC rig. I've dropped like 3 G's into it, and it's fairly new. It's only about a year at this point I don't really stress it or ask it to do much, but it seems to be struggling with some of these games like Hogwarts Legacy. Honestly, I think the fault's in Hogwarts Legacy a little bit. I think Portkey Games needs to work on some of the issues that it has with frame rates, because this is kind of clearly a game that was, especially with all the advertising hype, this is kind of a game that was definitely designed for Sony's PlayStation 5, coded for it, and then it seems like they ported it PC like secondary. But there are frame rate issues from what I've understand, and I've done a little bit of research. I think it has something to do with what they call frame leaking, and I think updates to this game need to be made in order to kind of clean that up and resolve that issue. But this isn't the first game that I've had an issue with. I think when we played the Medium, we were running into the same problems too. When things in the game were getting a little taxing, with too much kind of going on screen, we would get a lot of stutter. So yeah, money that would be contributed to the channel, I think, would go into maybe even maxing out my hardware, or, and this has been a more recent consideration, getting a smaller computer and this is what a lot of people do, is they get a secondary computer that its sole responsibility is the live streaming software. So you open up Streamlabs on this secondary computer, and the visual information goes from your PC that you're actually playing the game on, this workhorse I have here. The output goes to the second computer. All that computer has to do is manage the video that it's taking in and stream it in the software and put it out, and that usually tends to eliminate the stutter, because it shouldn't have any difficulties running one single program, which would be Streamlabs. That's something that I've been considering lately, changing kind of the dynamic so we don't have to keep running into like these frame stutter issues, because they drive me nuts, and I don't think that's anything anybody wants to watch. That's not stuff I want to put on YouTube, you know. So money that would go into the channel, that's just one possible way that we could use it to make the channel better. Again, to go back to my point, I'm not struggling with money, but I have a house and a car payment and a mortgage. I'm not putting a lot of personal money into this channel anymore at this present point in time, although I am trying to upgrade this office a little bit. That's also something else that donations would allow me to do, is upgrade my office space. I want to decorate it and you know, go make it look like a pretty kick-ass, what do they call it on Instagram, a battle station. I want to do that. You know, I got some clutter. I don't know if anyone's noticing, but I've gotten more and more clutter in the background. Actually, let me pull up. Oh no! Come on, Hogwarts. I was gonna say, let me pull this screen up, because while I'm talking to you, I might as well talk to you face to face. So yeah. So there's like more clutter back here and just junk. I think I might get rid of these bookshelves. I've had them for forever. I need to upgrade my desk. I got this very small one when I moved in, and I'm starting to realize it's not enough workspace, especially for the number of monitors I'm kind of accumulating at the moment. These are all things that can be used to upgrade the channel. That's my whole point. So I would definitely like to make my battle station cooler. I'd like to upgrade the hardware. I'd like to invest in some software so I can do videos. This channel has actually 2 sister channels that I've carved out, that I've claimed, and I haven't done a single thing with, because I'm not doing any video editing, and that's something I would like to do, is kind of create content outside of just the live streaming. One example would be editing these videos down from several hours to maybe like 17 to 22 minute like digestible chunks, with some of the highlights and more funny moments, or more action-packed moments, interesting moments, and just break up videos on that. But I won't do it on this channel. This will purely be a live streaming channel, and then but on those sister channels, that's something that I would put on. And then I have a third channel that I'm not doing anything with yet at the moment, but I would like to do it with like more video projects, maybe like video essays, about things that interest me, primarily probably games, and other topics, or maybe just some fun videos to make, you know, and I don't mean TikToks with me like setting my phone up on a car hood and doing flossing. I don't know. You know, not that kind of crap. Like some real, I don't know, more creative OC. So yeah, that would be any kind of donations to Patreon and Subscribestar would contribute to that. If you do go on my Patreon and Subscribestar, I do apologize. They have a bit of a vlogging format, not vlog, yeah, like a blogging, semi-vlogging format. I have not updated either of those because nobody's donated so far. So it's kind of a waste, not a waste, but it requires effort and resources to kind of come up with anything interesting to write or vlog about on those platforms. And if nobody's there right now, it would literally be me talking to empty space. So until I start seeing some traffic on those 2 platforms, I have not updated or wrote anything on them yet. So if you go on there, it's not a ghost town. I do, those are in fact my Patreon and Subscribestar. I'm just kind of waiting for people to embrace them. This channel also does have a Discord too, Mange Plays Live. So if you want to join my plan is to kind of cultivate a small community just around my channel, and I love talking to you guys. So if you want to talk to me outside of the stream and stuff, or while we're streaming, Discord is also an option. I usually have that one open as well. So you have that there. So you have Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, Subscribestar. When my videos upload to YouTube and they're published, they also upload to Rumble and BitChute, which are 2 competitors for YouTube. YouTube being owned by Google, which is a very large conglomerate. I think, honestly, as a content creator, competition is good, because it's gotten to the point where there's a lot of things that are not fair for content creators on YouTube, like with their algorithm and the system of strikes, and posting you know what their guidelines are, and then like just randomly the algorithm flagging something as a violation without context or specifications. Like, this channel actually got killed only a couple of months after it started, and not for anything I did. I just had my Discord chat in the video, and then in the Discord, or next to the Discord chat, I had the link that you could put in to join. If you didn't have Discord, you could put it in your browser, and it would, if you have Apple or Linux, and you could still join the chat. That was the chat that we had open in the video, so people could actually see it if they were watching the video after it had been published. And the algorithm flagged the my videos for having URLs in them, and just killed the channel, no warning. And then I had, because there's no context, so I literally had to appeal, and they were like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that," and they restored my channel. But YouTube, and I know they have a lot of content, you know, if YouTube stopped uploading right this second, like from this second going forward, no videos can further be uploaded to YouTube. Just what they have now would take more than your lifetime to watch every single video back to back to back to back to back, what they have for content on there. So it's a lot to moderate. They need a computer to do it. We get it. But sometimes they don't really answer for some of the damage that they do. So if there are other places you can go to watch your content creators outside of YouTube, I think it's healthy, because then that lets YouTube realize we need to make some changes about what we're doing, or we need to kind of listen to people more seriously. So you can find me on BitChute and Rumble. If you or your favorite content creators have been having issues with YouTube in the past, you might actually even find them on those 2 platforms. I think Rumble's based out of the US, but I think BitChute's based out of the UK. So you can find me on those 2 platforms as well. I think I'm kind of cornering the market there, because there aren't a lot of live streamers as far as I'm aware, or Let's Play gamers. But that is another place to find me. So yeah, this rant's gone on longer than I anticipated. The reason why I need to hop off is so I can get ready for work. So that being said, everybody, have an excellent day. But like I said, I believe it's Friday. It's the beginning of the weekend for most people. Go put in, you know, the few hours of work you have today. You know, clock out, take a deep breath, and let the weekend begin, and enjoy it. You know what? Come home or go out. You know, one of the reasons, and here I am going back into another rant. One of the reasons why I started this channel was because when in my early 20s, when I moved out of the house, I couldn't. I never had cable. Like, I had cable when I lived at home with my family, but I never had cable when I lived on my own, because it's expensive, and I was usually renting and what have you, and having roommates. But one thing I always managed was to have internet, and that was through like my landlord or maybe like a neighbor, and doing a little finagling, getting a Wi-Fi password. I usually only kind of went on at night, or when, you know, when maybe if I had the day off, my landlord was at work or what have you. You know, never really interfering with their internet speed. And I would always play games, because in your 20s are very formative, especially the early 20s. I know some people, they're like, I'm an adult when they turn 18, 19. I mean, by all technical means you are. But just like how, like, your sophomore year of high school was formative, when you find yourself walking down the aisle when you're a senior, you're like, wow, you know, like, these years were formative for me. Same thing happens in your 20s, man. And especially the early, when, like, you're 20, you're going to remember 23, you're going to remember 22, maybe not 22 so much, you're going to remember, like, 23, 24. I think 24 is when you kind of discover, I don't know, you've discovered more about yourself by 24. But it doesn't stop. It's always going. But you're going out, you're meeting people, you're learning romance. I mean, you might have learned romance in high school, but there's definitely nothing like that early 20s. Like, if you didn't graduate high school with your sweetheart and have a kid when you were, like, just turning 20 or 21, you're still kind of, like, going out, putting yourself out there, you know? And you're learning about yourself and your friends and your family and what it means to be alone, or what it means to kind of come of age and everything that entails in that. And it's a lot, man. And sometimes, like, I would need to go home and take a break from it all, and I would spend time kind of recharging my batteries, maybe a few days at a time, playing my games. And I didn't have cable, like I said. I've always had 2 TVs though, so I've had that big one for a little while. That small one over there, that's a real relic. That 36-inch, that's from the early 2000s. It still runs. But you know, like, I would fire up my games on one console and then, like, play YouTube or whatever on that smaller TV, or on my phone or whatever I would manage. Like, my roommate had an Xbox One, and I had the 360. We put the 360 on the small TV, stream YouTube on it, and use the big TV or whatever. Anyway, you know, I got into these content creators, watching their videos. That's kind of how it starts. Like, oh, I'll watch a video about Skyrim. Oh, I'll watch a video about this. I'll watch a video about that. And they're like, oh, you know, I have a live channel. And I didn't really entertain it too much at first. But then I was like, oh, you know what? This person's won me over. I love their content. I just find myself putting them on when I put YouTube on and playing my games. And I would watch their live stuff. And I'm like, you know, these Let's Plays aren't bad when you're playing by yourself. And if you read the description of my channel, I'm pretty sure I put this on every thing that my brand is on. But when describing my channel in the bio section of whatever platform you're viewing me on right now, I always say, I put your perfect at-home gaming companion. Now, nobody's perfect, but that's my point. Like, if you're at home and you're playing games, like, you can throw this channel on, because that's kind of what people did for me when I was kind of learning a bit more about myself and I needed a break from the world. And you're more than welcome to put this channel on while you're doing something, and I'll be here, man. You know, and we'll you know, I'll play games and talk. And you can do your thing, and you know, you don't have to put me on loud, or you can, you know. And while I'm live too, you can always chat to me, because like I said, I get the chat clients open. The only ones I can't chat with live is Rumble and BitChute, because they get published after the video is posted, unfortunately. But yeah, you can always join the chat, join the Discord. Let's start a little community here. That's perfectly, you know, it's a perfect little. The potential for it here is perfect, I guess, is my point. So if you want, definitely join in, follow me, subscribe. We can start the little Mange Plays live community, and just see where things go, because I'm not stopping this train. Like Juan asked me like I said in the Twitch section comments, what am I going to do at 50 followers? We're going to keep this going. We're going to keep going until we can't do it no more. So, have a great Friday, everybody. Like I said, let's all get through work and enjoy the weekend, even though I work weekends, but you don't necessarily work weekends. And what better time to put on a video from Mange than when you're home, recharging your batteries, playing a game, you know? So, take care, everybody. Brush your hair. I know that's not my tagline. I don't want to steal that, but, you know, it's something we've been saying lately at work. So, all right, enjoy yourself.